The path beyond the ravine felt different. The air was softer here, carrying the scent of pine and frost. Snow fell gently, not sharp or biting, but slow and quiet, like the kind that settles on windowsills on Christmas Eve. Alva walked more slowly now. Her legs still trembled from the trial, but inside her chest the three shards pulsed together in calm harmony. Not loud, not urgent, steady. Loom skipped ahead, humming softly. "See? The forest likes you again." "I think it never stopped," Selena said. "It was simply waiting for you to listen." Alva smiled faintly. "I didn't know I could do that. I didn't fight. I just let the light be." "That is how the oldest magic works," Selena replied. "Force breaks. Balance restores." They reached a small clearing nestled between tall fir trees. At its center stood a simple wooden bench dusted with snow. Above it hung a single lantern, glowing warm and gold. Alva stopped. "This feels peaceful." Loom nodded. "Rest places are rare. The realm offers them only when needed." Alva sat down carefully. The lantern above her brightened slightly, responding to her presence. Warmth spread through her fingers, easing the tension in her shoulders. For a moment, no one spoke. Then Alva whispered, "Do you think my family can feel this somewhere back home?" Selena's expression softened. "Light travels farther than you know, especially at Christmas." Alva swallowed. Images of her family flickered in her mind. Soft lights, familiar laughter, the comfort of being home. Her heart ached, but the ache was gentle now, wrapped in hope. "I will get back," she said quietly. "I promise." Loom climbed onto the bench beside her. "And when you do, Christmas will still be waiting." The lantern flickered, once, twice, then steadied. Selena straightened. "We cannot stay long. The shadows will regroup." Alva stood, resolve settling in her chest. "Where do we go next?" Selena lifted her lantern and pointed toward the horizon, where the forest thinned and the sky glowed faintly blue. "To the Valley of Bells," she said, "where joy once rang freely before it fell silent." Alva took a deep breath. Joy, that felt important. As they stepped back onto the path, a distant sound drifted through the trees. Not a whisper, not a hiss, a bell, soft, clear, calling. And somewhere far away, unseen eyes turned toward the sound. The bell's sound lingered in the air, soft and inviting, guiding them forward through the thinning forest. As they walked, more bells joined in, faint at first, then clearer, until the path itself seemed to hum with gentle music. Alva slowed, her breath catching. "It sounds happy." "It remembers happiness," Selena said. "Even when joy fades, echoes remain." The trees opened into a wide valley, dusted with fresh snow. Hundreds of small bells hung from bare branches. Lantern posts and wooden arches scattered across the land. Some glowed faintly, others were dark and silent. Loom's ears drooped. "It used to ring all the time. This place." Alva stepped forward. One of the bells near her trembled, then chimed softly. Its light brightened just a little. She smiled. "It still can." With each step she took, nearby bells stirred, tiny chimes answering her presence. Not all of them, but enough to make the valley feel alive again. Selena watched quietly. "Your light does not force joy," she said. "It reminds it." Alva reached out and gently touched a bell wrapped in frost. Warmth spread from her fingers. The frost melted away, and the bell rang clear, bright, joyful. Loom laughed. "It's waking up!" But the sound echoed farther than expected. Too far. The bells across the valley rang in uneven waves, some joyful, some strained. The light flickered unpredictably, as if something beneath the valley was stirring. Selena stiffened. That should not be happening. Alva's smile faded. "What did I do?" "Nothing wrong," Selena said gently, "but joy can attract attention, just like fear." The ground beneath their feet gave a low, hollow hum. A bell near the far edge of the valley rang sharply, then cracked. Loom gasped. That bell! It broke! From the shadowed end of the valley, something moved. Not a shadow creature like before. Something heavier, slower, wrapped in silence, instead of darkness. The bells closest to it fell quiet, their light dimming one by one. Selena raised her lantern. This valley has a guardian as well, but unlike the frost-bound one, this one was wounded. Alva felt the shards inside her respond, uneasy, flickering. "What happens when a guardian loses joy?" she whispered. Selena's voice was soft but grave. "It forgets what it was meant to protect." The snow ahead parted. A massive shape rose from beneath the valley floor. Bells, frozen into its form, cracked and dulled. Its eyes glowed faintly, not blue, not black, but empty. The Bellkeeper. It turned toward Alva, and the valley fell completely silent. The Bellkeeper towered over the valley, its massive form woven with broken bells and frozen metal. Not darkness, just silence. A silence so heavy it pressed against Alva's chest. Loom shrank closer to her. It forgot the sound. Selena stepped forward slowly, lantern raised but steady. "Bellkeeper," she said gently, "we come in peace." The guardian did not answer, its hollow eyes fixed on Alva instead, as if sensing the light within her. Alva's hands trembled. The shards inside her pulsed unevenly, not afraid, but uncertain. "I don't think it wants to hurt us," Alva whispered. "I think it's lonely." The Bellkeeper lifted one enormous arm. A cracked bell embedded in its wrist rattled, but made no sound. The valley seemed to hold its breath. Alva stepped forward. "Alva," Selena began. "It's okay," Alva said softly. "I won't force anything." She closed her eyes and reached inward. Not for power, not for protection, but for memory. Christmas mornings, laughter echoing through rooms, bells ringing in warm air, joy shared, not demanded. A gentle glow spread from her chest, softer than before. It didn't rush outward. It drifted like a melody remembered. The Bellkeeper froze. One bell near its shoulder trembled. Then, ding! A single, clear note rang through the valley. Loom gasped. It remembered! The light spread slowly from bell to bell. Cracks sealed. Frost melted. One by one, bells across the Bellkeeper's form began to ring, uneven at first, then stronger, until a warm chorus filled the valley. The Bellkeeper lowered its arm. Its eyes brightened, not fully, but enough. "You brought it back," Selena whispered. Alva's knees wobbled as the glow faded. Just a little. The Bellkeeper bowed its massive head. From its chest, a small golden bell detached and floated gently toward Alva. A gift. She reached out. The bell chimed softly as it settled into her hands, warm and glowing. Another shard. Not sharp, not cold, but round and bright. Joy light. The valley erupted in gentle sound as bells rang freely again, lanterns glowing brighter than before. Loom laughed and spun in the snow. "It's Christmas again here." Alva smiled, tears in her eyes. But beyond the valley, far past the ringing bells, something shifted. Not attacking, not yet. Watching, learning. Solena placed a hand on Alva's shoulder. "You restored joy without force." "That is rare." Alva held the glowing bell close. "Then I'll keep doing that." The bells continued to ring behind them as they turned toward the next path. For now, the valley was safe, and Christmas rang on.